Alright, in this week's update of the Mushroom Farm, I'm gonna just kind of geek over my system here for my barrel steamers. I made a few tweaks and upgrades to it, and I'm like, yee. So number one is that I put some insulation on the the steam transfer hose. Yeah, so like it all comes out of this barrel steamer here. There's a 30 amp heating element in there, puts out a ton of steam. And now, instead of some of the drooping lines that I had before that caused them to fill with water, I now have a line that goes all the way back. It's nice and straight, doesn't have any dips, and then it comes down and goes into the first barrel there, which then comes out and goes down to the third one, or the second one, which then comes out here and then goes down to the third one, where I also have a few ancillary things of like a thermometer sensor that goes in, a little extra pressure, like any additional pressurized steam can come out here and just kind of condensate into that jar. I now also have drains for condensation that happens inside the barrels, and that is fantastic. Like, and I have lines like that down, or I have drains like that all the way down the line, so that way it's not going to be building up inside the bottom of these barrels. On one of the runs, I had like 15 gallons of water build up in this middle one, and that was just that it didn't work well then, strangely enough. Yeah, so it may not look amazing, but this is a really some very good technological upgrades. I'm excited to see how well they do. I've also got a whole bunch of insulation here that I'll probably be putting on here in the next run or two, because it does release a lot of heat. That it does. The other cool things is that in here, in my two pressure cookers, there is 40 pounds of mushroom grain master. Okay, had to go off camera. But yeah, so yeah, there's 40 pounds in here between both of these, so there's actually 20 pounds in here. These are sterilized, they're still very hot. And I also have another 40 pounds that I did that are all nice and cool right here. So they are ready to get the next stage going, which I'm super excited about. And because I did this kind of style, I can actually do a these ones can have a direct liquid culture injection into this self-healing patch here, and that way I don't have to necessarily mix grain spawn in. Some of them I will mix the grain spawn in that I already have nice and grown up in here. Like they're ready to go. They're all set and dandy. Might as well use them. But now that I have another 16 bags, 5-pound bags of grain, and they're all nice and sterilized. They had a nice little fermentation before, and now they're sterilized, and I can do the liquid culture injections. It's going to be so much more efficient. I'm excited. I'm so excited. There's just so many things where I'm like, it's getting to happen, and because the humidifiers are working, I can play the game. It's so pretty and foggy and satisfying.